Book Live. What's good with it, Facebook?
What's going on, Facebook? Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. All that good
Testing.
stuff.
But yeah, so we just gonna start. It should be on YouTube now since I just now linked it up over there. But
What up, YouTube?
well, let's see if it rejected me first before I just hop in and because it's easier to do it from so it's good. We great.
Good.
So today's episode is Parents Pay for Love During the Holidays. And we're back with my lovely mother and co-host Keish Araday.
What's good? How y'all doing?
And so this came up because I was searching for what could be a episode or a talking point for a Christmas episode. And I'm like, yo, parents do so much, anticipate so much, and push for that Christmas season. I don't know when it starts for y'all, but y'all have like a push to where y'all turn it on and go, Christmas is around the corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think there's understanding of all of the emotions and the work and the grind to really get not even just the list taken care of, but managing happiness, managing discipline, making sure things are earned and not just given a lot of the times.
Right.
And I just want to hear about those feelings and what it feels like, leading up to Christmas, like the anxieties, the stresses, and all of that. But I know from me being a kid, like you could watch and see, like, hey, yo, all right, it's feeling like Christmas. All of these things is getting serious.
Hmm.
So I'm just gonna let you run with this one just to give the feels of it all from both you being a single mother when you wasn't a single mother, just what those two worlds feel like and basically the journey of Christmas as a parent.
Well, as my journey began, I was in my younger days and with your dad, we was always making sure that we were prepared for the moment because we, love to see the excitement on y'all's faces and, making sure that on the other hand, you guys were provided for that, for that moment of Christmas and to wake up and see all the gifts. And, it was more exciting to me back then because, it was two parents
Mm-hmm.
around. And so, but yeah, so that we, had happiness amongst each other to bring happiness to you and your sister, of course. But with the transition of, him having to go away for a little bit, it kind of put a different feel on my expectations around Christmas with having to do it by myself. So
Yeah, but so in the times when it was dual parenting, like what was that like though? Like, so was it that somebody took, all right, this is what the list looked like, and y'all was gonna delegate, hey, this is what we about to get. Whoom.
mhm.
My funny thing that I was teasing you about before this was I was scrolling on Facebook and I seen the little Robo dogs, and I'm like, yo, I remember when I asked y'all for an actual dog, which y'all got me twice on gifts that I asked for, and y'all got me y'all got me the alternatives. So I asked
Mhm.
for a dog, y'all got me the first edition of these little robot dogs, and then one year I asked for a cell phone, and y'all did me greasy and got me the little fireflies. so
Yeah, yeah.
so it's just what, of course, is you wanting to bring joy to the kid, but what does that actually feel like? What does it make you feel a particular way? Just what is the emotion from the parent side, if you could dive into that? And also how did y'all coincide on choosing and doing y'all thing as far as gifts at that time?
Well, of course, we always had y'all make a list of what y'all wanted. So, and then we also didn't want to go like we kept it in within y'all age range. We knew what y'all needed and expected, you know what I'm saying? Not expected, but we knew what y'all needed, but not so much going for what y'all wanted at that time, but you still got what you needed, what you asked for on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you say, you got a robot dog instead of an actual dog. Okay. We probably wanted to see what your responsibilities was with that. So we
Yeah, nah.
seen the patience with that, but it just made it easier because to be honest, your dad was more creative with it, like from the decorating to making sure lights was on the house to just everything so festive.
Mm-hmm.
And then like when we were like out shopping together, it was just like, okay, luckily enough, we had the boy and the girl, so best of both worlds. So
Yeah.
it was like, okay, well, he knew how to choose your clothing. I'll choose Brianna's clothing. And it was just like, that was just our most funnest times together during the Christmas holidays and just making it work for us as a family. And even though y'all got whatever on y'all list, we
Mm-hmm.
probably still went above and beyond and got more. So sometimes we felt like it wasn't enough, even though it was a lot. So
Yeah.
it was
So
just like, wow.
yeah, now was there ever like, so you saying a lot of gifts, was there ever a time where back then was it a overwhelming time as far as wrapping gifts, feeling like y'all had to hide the gifts? Like that's a job in itself, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. That
Yeah.
I don't know if I really want to experience, but I know I'm gonna have to experience it one day, you
Mhm.
know?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
so the whole point of this, because I didn't even give y'all the backstory, the whole point of this is to really give parents a huge round of applause and a congratulations for just a lot of y'all like to call it being Santa's helpers, you know?
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
And basically champion y'all for doing a job that I guess is bestowed upon parents without it really being a expectation, I guess. But I guess it's a learned expectation.
Oh yeah.
Um, so yeah, but nah, so yeah, with all of the gifts, because there was times I'll sneak downstairs and be like, nah, yeah, I couldn't do this. What was that like? The overwhelming feeling of rather if it's a lot of gifts, you know.
Yeah, well, with the wrapping of the gifts, well, me, I wasn't good at wrapping. Like I said, your dad was the best when it came to any holiday, but Christmas was like maybe his most favorite holiday season. So he was the best gift wrapper. But then when it just was just overwhelming with gifts, we like, okay, we're not about to wrap this, we're not about to wrap that. Or it got to a point further in the years, we just start having wherever we buy this stuff from, if they can wrap it, go ahead and wrap that for us, please, because that would just, give us a little more time. Like, okay, we gonna wrap this, wrap that, and then the bigger items we probably didn't even wrap. We just set those out on the Christmas Eve night. Now there was this couple of nights to where we might have thought we was gonna put some gifts out and then probably overslept our boundaries and have to pull them out the morning of Christmas
Mm-hmm.
because it was already gifts out there, but then it was other gifts that wasn't even put out yet because we didn't slept over Santa helpers time. So, but it was just that even that was just a connecting time for us to, like I said again, before we lay our heads down on Christmas Eve, we just wanted to know, like, did we accomplish that? Like, did we do that or did we do that? So
Mm-hmm.
it just made us feel good as parents. I can say that much. It made us feel real good as parents to be able to even provide, because that could be a whole nother situation when you're not able to provide for your children. So I'm for
Yeah.
sure we was blessed in those moments.
Yeah. So it's a different type of jitter being the child on Christmas morning, even Christmas Eve night. What is it like knowing your kid is about to wake up at like 5, 6 in the morning on Christmas? And like, how do you get up for that? Like, is it just the anticipation of giving the joy to your child that makes it easy, even though you like, yo, I probably didn't go to sleep, but I'm up just to catch this reaction?
hmm
Or like, what makes it easy to wake up on those days knowing you sleep deprived?
Well, just like I say, going through the whole Christmas process is that's work within itself because you got to go out find these gifts. You got to go, just shopping. You got to X, Y, and Z. So I think we were more excited to be up that morning to just see, just to see y'all. Like, okay, I can't wait to see what they faces are like, or like can't believe like what y'all are seeing at that moment. But y'all used to be so excited, gift after gift, cheeses on the face. I mean, no matter if you come down with no tank top on, we'll tell you to go back and get the tank top on, something like that. But wake you up at the crack of the morning because that way the whole day we just knew we had the day planned out from after that. Wake up early in the morning, y'all can see y'all gifts, and later on, you clean up the little mess for the wrapping papers, and then you'll be able to
Yeah.
play with your toys, open them, and then this it's just the more excitement to see on the children's face. So
I keep
that was the thing.
I keep laughing. I keep laughing because I'm like, yo, I'm laughing because of me wrecking this mini motorcycle on Christmas morning. So I'm just gonna let you explain that before we get back to the overarching of this show. Explain what you was feeling when I wrecked this mini motorcycle on Christmas morning.
Well, like I say, some of the gifts that were gave to y'all was just like over the limit. So like it was like, okay, your daddy was so excited for you to get on this motorcycle. And by the time you was just like you had all these other things, the gaming, the game consoles and that stuff like that, other gifts that you were morally ready to get to than this motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
So we all excited going outside. It's cold, and he like, okay, you do this. He gave you about 1, 2, 3 directions, and oh my god, I'm standing on the porch thinking like, yay, like he doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you was just, I don't know if you didn't want the motorcycle or it was just like something too fast for you to even hit grass. So I was like, oh my god. Then when you just, wrecked into the neighbor's driveway wall, it kind of just messed me up. Like, okay, oh my God, I hope my child's not hurt. Are you
Mm-hmm.
okay? You hopped off quick, ran in the house, like, hey, I'm sticking to these toys that I'm used to up in here. Forget the bike, forget all that. But I
Yeah.
was just, that just startled me a little bit. And I'm for sure it startled you. But it's
Yo,
good that we can laugh about it now, because I wasn't laughing then.
I had revved that mug up so much in my hand it got stuck and I couldn't hit the brake.
I said, now what didn't happen this quick? I thought she was gonna go. I thought you was just gonna ride it like a pro because everything you touch, you know how to work it. But I
Uh-uh.
guess that explains it all. You was ramming too much. It's like, okay, well, vroom, vroom.
No, so Brianna said, hey, what's up, Brianna? I know I'm late.
Hey, pumpkin. Thanks for tapping in, beautiful daughter.
And so the transition to I'm trying to remember. Do you remember the last Christmas that was a dual parented Christmas?
When you say dual, you mean just
Both.
both? Ooh, it had to be like what year? Like maybe 2006,
I don't really
7.
know. It was a
I
blur.
think
It was,
about 2006 or 7 was about the last duality we had in Christmas. I'm not
yeah.
gonna say 2008, but about 2007. Yeah.
So transitioning from you and my dad to just you, what did that feel like? What was those times like as far as Christmas and festivities? What were those feelings and thoughts?
Well, of course, I got bad anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was just like I know I have to continue. You know, it might not was like what was expected with the two of us, but I just knew I had to try to keep up that same joy, same spirit, even though it wasn't the same, of course. But
Mm-hmm.
I had to sacrifice a couple of things. I even began to be like, okay, well, make y'all list. It's down to 5 now. I need y'all to shorten y'all list because
Mm-hmm.
we can't go past 10.
Mm-hmm.
But so, and even with trying to meet the expectations of y'all as children, that was still kind of like, ooh, I hope I could, do this, or even though it'll probably be all the way off, but some of the things I tried to meet the expectations, but that was just like a trying time. And as it went on, we might need to change it down to 3 on your list, going down to 3, but I only had one job, and then besides paying rent and XYZ, which is to come. But once we was, putting our trees up and still trying to decorate, that still kept the love and the holiday cheer within and then in amongst the 3 of us, that was going through it, because y'all was going through it with me. So seeing the change and then also y'all adapting to that as well, that helped me out so much. Y'all didn't ever really complain, so I was thankful for that as
Mm.
well. So yeah, but it was way different. It was so different.
So you say way different. I'm sure it was just the. Well, it's not even sure. Was it just the solo part of it, the one mind of it all?
It was
What?
morely. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah, you can take off for that. I was just gonna ask, what was the
Yeah, it was
biggest
morely
difference?
like it was morely the change was mainly the income.
Mm-hmm.
The income changed drastically. I'm gonna say it like that because like I said, we was used to uh doing big things, that was just big that you don't know if anybody can ever imagine, but I'm for sure people can. But in my eyesight, it was just, living that how it should be ran type of thing. But the change of that is just like I didn't have anyone to go out here with me, meaning your dad, to be out here with me and still try to go get what's on the list, make sure we got a good meal, make sure, y'all got y'all's list made. And then without having all that, and then also just the love that we had amongst the 4 of us, it was just like a piece missing, So I try to stand in both, my shoes and feel his shoes, even though he was, somewhere else at that moment. That was hard. I mean, it was hard for me, but I try to make it look as good as I could, I had to put on my big girl panties and make it look good for the, worthwhile. So,
Mm-hmm. Well, I was super I'm the simplistic child, so less was more for me. And then plus you always get on me about how I open my gifts anyway, because I
uh-huh.
don't believe in tearing my wrapping paper. But
Uh-huh. Mm.
um but no, yeah, nah. So growing up and looking at it now, the old formatted Christmas gave me a lot more anxiety than than
Mm-hmm.
than the second half of adolescent
Mm-hmm.
Christmas, you know?
Yeah, I bet it
And
did.
then it did, yo. I'm like, all of these for why?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, which I don't know. I feel like that's why the name of this episode came to me because it's like, of course, everybody will like a gift and expect a gift, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I think the biggest thing like this, I wouldn't say it's overlooked, but it plays the background a lot of times. It's just like the cohesion and the feeling of like just the joy of
Mm-hmm.
spending family time during the holiday rather than the run to get the gift, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, I can say the of course me laughing at getting the robot dog and the phone, whatever, is memorable, but um I really couldn't tell you, like, outside of the gifts that made me laugh, it's a lot of gifts that I forget along the way. It's just like, oh, okay, it's nice to have this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so the family time is the biggest,
Mm-hmm.
enjoyment. Well, maybe that's
Mm-hmm.
just speaking for me.
Yep. Yep.
And of course, for the second half, I would really enjoy to give, well, not enjoy, but like to give you a round of applause because, dude, just getting a simple gift of just a single gift that ain't even on a Christmas list for a person is
Mm-hmm.
difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let alone being like, hey, yo, they want these gifts. Where do I even find this gift? Because a lot of times kids ask for a gift that you just like, where do I find this? The whole time they seen it on the TV, whatever not.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And well, nowadays the internet, but
Yeah.
it's just like y'all go on like I don't even know when y'all started Christmas shopping. Everybody do last minute though, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just like a huge Easter egg hunt, and
Mm-hmm.
y'all get it done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And basically, it just still blows my mind
Mm-hmm.
that y'all was doing this.
Yes. Yes. It's like, one thing I'm gonna give credit, I thank you for giving me the applause, but I also gotta applaud your father, will rest his soul. But he was the more he had it mapped out, and I followed the map, and everything always was executed how it was mapped out every year, every single year. And it was like, all right, we're gonna do that. We're gonna shoot here. I wasn't ever worried about because I was the roller. So if it was me driving, my nerves would be bad. I'd be like, oh my God, the parking lot is out of control. Da 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 da. But he just made it seem so easy, and it just made me feel at ease. And we always, accomplish things. We wasn't ever in a rush. We'll start maybe a couple of months before, December kick in. He don't like the last minute, like it sound like you, but don't like last minute planning. Me,
mm-hmm.
on the other hand, me transitioning, it was last minute for me because I'm trying to, rob Peter to pay Paul slash, making sure I have a little certain amount of money so I know, okay, I can spend this, I can do this, and you know, I just
How
like I
stressful was that? How stressful was that? Having to work around a budget or, you know, to
mhm.
make happen.
Yeah, that was the most stressfulest because I just look at it like this. I might wore a hard exterior on the outside, but on the inside I was broken. Like I can't believe this. Like, how am I was always worried about y'all's feelings, meaning, are they gonna like this? Are they gonna accept the lesser? Or are they gonna, but every year y'all never cease to amaze me and show me how thankful y'all were, no matter how big, how small. So, like I said, it was always bring my anxiety up to just y'all bring it down to a complete fulfillment for me, to where I was just like, okay, well, I did that. I didn't do what I as much as I wanted to do, but I did that. My kids, they were appreciative of that. So that always made me feel better,
Mm-hmm.
just to know that, because some children can be ungrateful, and you know, we're not
So
gonna even
at
speak on that. So
so after just the tug and pull and the sacrifice around that time, and I wouldn't, how can I structure this question? Because I was gonna say, what did the fulfillment of, shall I say, gratitude, or or just the excitement of what you were able to do for us showing the excitement, what was that, what did that do, and what did that make you feel like after that? What, rather it's weight off your shoulders, a breath of relief, what was the post feeling in the days after that for you?
well, for me, the post feelings, I mean, it was a relief, just knowing that y'all didn't complain. But on the inside, I just always still felt like I didn't do enough. I didn't get enough. I didn't sacrifice enough. You know, like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and then put in my head like, okay, well, maybe next year is going to be better for me. Or,
Mm-hmm.
I just always kept hope, but I still feel like it wasn't enough. So that just made me feel like, oh, you got to do better. You gotta get, what I'm saying, you gotta, if you want more, if you gotta work for it. You gotta work harder, which I was, trying to better myself at it every year, but every year is different. So, but it still worked. So I was just thankful overall. Not so much complain. If y'all didn't complain, I wasn't going to show y'all my complaints. Now, school year, that was a whole different story. School year, that was a whole different story. But Christmas, that long as that love was there amongst us still, it made it easy. It made it look easy. It made it feel easy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to, you know, move
Now,
forward. And
so
yeah.
so let me say this, because I got a memory. So remember, just the uniformity back when it was the two of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to come downstairs fully dressed. But the
Mm-hmm.
time when it was just you, and I was just like, I finally get to just open my gifts in my drawers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But then it's just funny though, because I was just like, it just popped in my head, like, you really opened all your gifts just sitting in your drawers on that little stool seat.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't really get no pictures, but I did get some pictures. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
they seen your chest, but he's
Yeah.
happy. You see, you see the smile on his face. He's good. I'll let him relax. Let him be relaxed. So
No,
yeah.
I did get one Christmas. Well, those was like short trunks though, because me and Rihanna was in there twinning with her
Mm-hmm.
ASAP Rocky braids.
Mm-hmm. Oh
So
yeah. Yep. That's when y'all. Yeah. Yes, when y'all was younger.
uh-huh. But nah, that's crazy to hear. So it went from the press of wanting to do and hoping to do to
Mm-hmm.
what sounds like pressure that it turned into.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Yeah. But I'm gonna just say it like this: God never failed us, and whatever you know was received. Like I say again, I think we were all just thankful within that. I mean, because we still had a roof over our heads, we still had a meal to eat, things of that nature. So I had to start looking at things on a outward thing because I still got to keep that a Christmas, that's celebrated one day of the year, and I couldn't just dwell on that day, even though it still made me feel a little less, have a little less, but it was okay. It was still okay.
I'm
Still
trying to
had a
remember. I'm trying to remember what gift I had got you before. I'm trying to remember. I remember when I did when we was in elementary school and we stayed out in Turner. They had that little shop and I had got Brianna's dog Fifi that bone and she pooped
uh-huh.
everywhere, dog.
But was happy. She was even happy to open her gift. So, but
But
she tore that thing up.
what
I
did I
can't.
get?
Oh shoot, what's it? I can't remember.
I
I
would
mean,
get.
it's
Hey, I would get. I still do that though for real stuff. I still give
mhm.
people gifts that make sense to me, but then they be like, "But I'm like, no, it makes sense for you." It makes
Yeah. I can't. Let's all say I'm trying to remember. With so much stuff that's already in my head, but you did give me. You got everybody something that year,
uh-huh.
and yeah, I can't remember what it was. Like I can picture Fifi's bone, but I can't remember what I had. But see, that's what I'm saying. I can't remember your gift because of the excitement you already had on y'all gifts. That's why I was like, and I can remember Fifi's gift. I can probably tell you all what you got, but
Uh-huh.
it didn't matter about us, if that
Mm-hmm.
makes sense. Like we never look for nothing from nobody, no one, So
Yeah, so
yeah.
you saying that because that's how I feel. I think when you really understand it and you're given, a lot of people don't remember their gifts. They just remember the expression and the excitement that
Mm-hmm,
other people are feeling and when they're receiving
mm-hmm,
during Christmas.
mm-hmm.
I'm sure everybody got that big one that they go, I remember when I got this. But if you look back over a lot of Christmases, you don't remember a bulk of what you got.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
But nah, it's just funny just thinking back and remembering over. And then it's also just crazy, just the
Yeah.
hearing your story of doing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Um, trying to think of what question I would ask as far as because you blew my mind. I ain't gonna lie. Um,
Yeah, overall, like I'm gonna just say it like this, even after like we were when y'all was in high school, you were in high school, Bree was in middle school, and it was a moment to where like I used to have CDs, music playing of Christmas and Christmas music, and just trying to, like I say again, even though in that time it was just like, I don't know what it's gonna look like, y'all, but it's gonna look like something. But I still try to bring other things to come, like the music, you want hot cocoa, y'all want what y'all want to do, things of that movie night, whatever, to take the stress off me, to not show my
mm-hmm.
stress. So that made it fun too. But I'll never forget the time when I don't know if that was a Christmas gift or just a gift, and we had Guitar Hero. We about played it till the guitar broke,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That was a
and
Christmas gift.
I said that's like we made do with what we had and
Mm-hmm.
what y'all got, and yeah, so
So favorite Christmas gift. Or not gift, favorite Christmas movie. What up, Derek? Hey yo, hold on, look. Brianna said 1 year for Christmas. She asked for a monkey.
oh my God, yes. Oh my goodness. I remember. She wanted a real monkey, but we got her something that looked as real as a live baby live monkey or whatever that was. But it looked like a real monkey.
Yo, hey, she
But
was
she wanted
extra
the
with
real
the
deal.
gifts.
Now
Yeah.
she was extra extra. That was one who, like you said, it didn't take much for you, but I know that your sister, she wanted what she wanted. Even though it was 3 or 5 on the list, she still
Mm-hmm.
wanted what she wanted, and
Mm-hmm.
that was fine. That was fine, because
She said
like
a
I say
monkey.
again, a monkey,
No,
a real monkey. I didn't even understand how she even want that, but yeah,
but
yeah. That was funny, Brie.
I don't know. I guess for me, as far as like growing up, accelerated. At a certain point, I started to not understand, but I was just like, you have to want a little less. So I think I shifted my perspective as far as receiving. It was
Mhm.
just like, I'm not needing to receive in this moment. So I would be like, it's more so the time for me. I feel like I started to enjoy more so the time and looking at, of course, Brianna being more happy, because I was just like, oh,
Mhm.
she's a lot younger than me. Well, not a lot, but she's younger than me, right?
Yeah.
Um, and so I was like, I feel like I was just like, how can I lessen the expectation and the want?
Mhm.
And I don't know. I guess there's no way for that I could have communicated like, hey yo, this is how I feel, won't, because you would have still had that pressure of being like, yo, I really want to do this. This is what I think it was just. Do you think you were fighting the comparison of what was because of just the gradual transition of the current moment?
Yeah. Yeah. Because it changed a whole lot. Like you probably would have had. Well, basically, the truth was you probably had to go without less in order for your baby sister to get a little more. Not saying she got a lot more, but she just had a little more.
Yeah, but
So
I
I,
ain't.
I I couldn't balance it all out. But like I said again, I'm so grateful and thankful that y'all were able to adapt in that way. I mean, because
Yeah,
truth be told, anyone else would have thought, oh, they're spoiled, they get whatever they want. When in reality, y'all kind of had to work for it. But Christmas just showed it all to where, hey, y'all work for this, y'all get what you work for, because y'all did. Y'all were. I'm just thankful for the children that I have, because, like I said again, y'all adaptability is on point, always have been, no matter what transitioned, from our past to the present now. So,
not it. I think it's just funny. I think it's just my personality, that it's funny
mhm.
that you go. It's the go without part for me because it's just like I don't think I felt like I was going without in a way. It sounds weird, but it's just like
Mhm.
I guess that's why I treat every day like every holiday like it's just another day because it's just like all right, we here.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
um,
And that's the main thing. We are here. That's a gift. I see that on the memes on Facebook, but it's truly for real. Us being here alive is the biggest present ever. And yeah. But I'm happy that you took that strength, but I already know that that was a hard struggle for you on the inside to even put yourself to the side to, you know, not be a pressure to me or to your sister. And that's a big step as an older brother. So I congratulate you on that. So I really do.
um, ooh, let me do this because I didn't ask. So, what was the feeling of being a first year Christmas parent? What was that like? Well, I guess your first year didn't count because I was a month before, but the first full year.
The first full year for the first child.
Uh huh.
Ooh, see, that was different too. because once again, your dad had to step away for a minute, and yeah, things changed then. You know, I mean, hey, you transition in life all your life, but with you being that young, it was morely like, okay, we can get a little couple of this and that, but still was never more when it was both of us. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I can just remember the best gift that I thought you got when you were, I think about two. I think you were about two, one. No, I think you're about one. Yeah, one going on two. So turn one. No, it was either one or two. So excuse me if I don't remember. But your grandfather, your grandpops, your daddy's daddy had brought you this the coolest train that I don't think I've ever seen one since. But talking about at the age you were to have this big old train track that had a choo-choo train that had literally smoke come out of it. I'm talking about it was just the coolest gift ever. Let you play with that for a minute and didn't want you to tear it up. So I had to put that up to try to keep it, cherish it because that was just the coolest gift ever, you know. So it was kind of more easier because you're not really knowing what Christmas was about. You know, you were still basically a baby, and
But what
but I
was the
was still.
excitement for you for the just your first?
It was just, you know, and of course my family was around, so that made it even more better. Like I said, because your dad wasn't around at that Christmas, but it was like, you know, I have my son, um, and it was just more exciting. It was like a little different back then because I probably should have went overboard then, but I didn't know what all to get a baby, you know, that's just now walking, that's barely almost talking. He was more of a pointer than anything, but
Yeah, I still kind of am.
but it was just still, you know, I mean, it's not like the parents of today are, you know, some, you know, I just don't. I didn't think that I should just wow out on gifts to where you outgrow those. But it was just mainly like, okay, clothes and shoes, you know, things of that nature. But toys at that time, couple of toys here and there, but nothing cooler than the train.
Nothing cooler than the train. Now I remember
Nothing.
one Christmas. I don't remember which one, but my grandpa did come over, and that's when he had dropped his line that I'll never forget is burn popcorn in here. Oh boy,
It's
when he
like,
said
look.
that, it was just weak, just the whole ins and out of that line. But um yeah, yo, it's amazing to hear your side of what Christmas was like. Um because a lot of the times I don't think we understand just the parent holiday, yo. Like
Mhm. Yeah.
y'all be looking happy. And I'm sure a lot of the times in the moment it be joy. But
Mhm.
then you be like, oh man, I gotta do this over again next year. Or maybe like, oh,
Yeah.
how do I top myself next year? How do I
Yeah.
repeat the happiness, keep the happiness? You know.
Just keep going. That's why I said
Okay,
all I
DJ
knew
Khaled.
was yeah, all I had keep look, all I knew to do was keep going. Not do it as if I had your daddy on the side of me at that moment. I just knew that I had to keep going. I had to keep, you know, and like I say again, I was always last minute, but I made the last minute count. I'll say it like that. Try not to show any pressure or stress around y'all and just making sure that y'all know that y'all are loved no matter which day it was, before Christmas, on Christmas, after Christmas. But I just wanted to know and feel that that love was still there no matter what gifts, how many gifts,
Hmm.
who gave the gifts, or anything. So that was the best for me at that moment.
I had it,
What
but
are
I
you
lost it.
laughing?
Cause I'm laughing because it's a lot of things that keep popping into my head. But dang, I had it and I lost it.
But how did you feel? I'm gonna say, even though you probably already explained it, but the older you got and into your adulthood, like to now, so from your finishing high school to now, Christmas, are you still in the same mind frame of, oh, I don't expect much, or where are
Yeah,
you at
hey.
with it?
So I don't know. I don't know if it's a block or what, but I guess from finishing to now, I really don't like receiving gifts. I really don't. Um, it's more so I'm just like, if we're gonna get together, we're gonna get together. But I don't need anything. Like I get people stuff, but I'm like, I don't need anything. And then
Mm-hmm.
mainly I think it's because people be always laughing at me and be like, dog, just open your gift already. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you
yeah,
you be want to read. It seemed like you want to keep it once you open it, peek at it, look at it. You want to put it back like it was
yeah.
nicely and greatly wrapped. I'd be like,
Not
if you
because
don't tear that thing open.
but what people don't understand about me, so when I'm opening a gift, I have anxiety because it's just like it's not about the gift for me. Like I really could care. Like you could just give me a wrapped up box with nothing in it, and I'm gonna be grateful for it, right?
Mhm,
But
mhm.
you have the pressure of people like, oh man, I hope you really like it. I hope you really like it. Da 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 da. And for me, I'm like, dog, I really don't care if I like it or not. You got me something. Thank you. So when I'm
Mhm.
opening it, I got anxiety for one because I don't know if it's the sound and feel of the tearing of the paper or
Ah.
or if it's just the fact of me just wanting to be delicate with something, you know.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, so that's one part of it. But up until now, yo, I we here. Don't give me a gift though.
Mhm.
It's appreciated, but you ain't got to give me one. Or you know what? Just if you want to give me a gift, just give me a letter or something. I'll take a letter.
Yeah.
But nah,
I
yeah,
just
I'll take a
always,
letter.
yeah, I just always feel like I am not really a good gift giver. And people can tell me, "Oh, I love it. Thank you so much." But then I'm like, "Nah." I'm always a person to be like, once I already get a gift, give it. And I'm like, they're not gonna like it. I ain't gonna say that, but then I'll probably ask like, "Do you like it?" Like or something
Mm-hmm.
like that. But I'm like, "Oh, I could have got something better than that, or I could have chose a different color, or But
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not a good gifter. Like I'm not the one to go out there and get the just most unique gift,
Mm-hmm.
or But when everybody say, "Oh, it's just the thought that counts," that's what sticks in my head. Like
Uh-huh.
so,
No, but a lot of people here, oh, it's the thought that counts and be like, they didn't like it.
right in your, because in your heart you already know, like, oh, okay, they
Hey,
go,
hey, I
keep
can
that in
tell
the
you this.
bag.
I can tell you this. My least favorite gift. I can tell you my least favorite type of gift to receive because it make me laugh. It be making me laugh.
I can't wait to hear that.
And Mike Epps has said it in one of his stand-ups, yo. Hey, he said, you know, when you get out and your chick give you a sweater, he said, and then you going around, and he was like, Tony brought me a sweater. So, bro, anytime, yo, that's what used to blow my mind, dude. Y'all used to it be whole fits that y'all had us pulling and unboxing. If YouTube was a thing, those outfit unboxings, I would have been.
Boy,
That's what irritated me, yo. I hate
yep,
receiving clothes because it's just like,
yep. You gotta, yeah, the box, and then they be so tightly boxed and wrapped.
yeah. So what was it? I think. one year, y'all, it was just too much. And I'm just like, oh, I got another box of clothes that I gotta open. Because for me, I'm like, I already know I'm in here. All right, we about to go up here and hang all this stuff up.
Yep.
And I'm
Yep.
like, dog.
Yep. You got your pal. She had her pal. Gonna put it up, which I gonna put on for today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But no, back to my I don't like to receive. Don't give me no sweater. Don't.
no sweater. John, don't get him a sweater. Cheryl, don't get him no sweater. No, stop. No
um,
sweaters.
but nah, yeah. It's not the gift for me. It's more so the time. Because I was gonna ask, because I can't even remember most of the things. I know, nah, I remember your favorite thing to do on Christmas morning is make your breakfasts or breakfasts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You gotta eat, yo.
Yeah,
That was the warmer. Make sure
yo,
you got
yo.
no tummy.
I believe your
Yeah.
trick on Christmas is all right. We about to open these gifts, and I'm about to put y'all right back to sleep. That was your gift. That was your thing from years to years. Yeah.
It's like y'all either can go play with y'all toys in your room, or and then if you fall back to sleep, you fall back to sleep. And once we wake up, we're gonna get up out of here because we woke up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. So I figure like, hey, we gotta eat and get a little
Mm-hmm.
more rest before we get out here and showboat the the clothing we didn't all have, and I mean, those was fun times. Those was really fun times. So, but
What was I
breakfast
gonna
is my
say?
fave.
Now, so the same question you asked me. It's how you feel about receiving gifts. If you like to receive gifts, just that whole thing.
Well, I kind of heard a little bit of me and you because even when I was growing up, I wasn't to expect nothing really more or anything if that's the case, because I had more siblings than you. But as growing up and being in my adult now, like I said again, your dad's a great gifter. He was a great gifter, so I couldn't wait to see what he got me. But expecting anything like from my siblings or my mother or anybody, I still, appreciate it. Wasn't asking for anything, but still thankful to receive the gift. But I'm not looking for anything. Like never do I. I still don't look for things. Just like, within this holiday right now, people got me gifts that I didn't even expect that they even would have an idea of what I like, but they are great gifters, and I would like to thank them. I wish I can call y'all names out, but y'all know who y'all are. But it just wows me like, oh gosh, they really like me. No, I'm just kidding. But I just be thankful for whatever I get, whether that be a plate of food, whether that be a card, Christmas card. I'm just thankful for what I got. I just don't expect nothing. I don't ever expect anything.
Mm-hmm.
Not looking for the gifts, just looking for more of the love than anything. Love outweighs everything. So that's basically all I want for Christmas.
Is your three front teeth, huh?
Bling. No.
uh,
But yeah, so that's the real thing. That's the real thing. That's the real part of Christmas is the love.
hmm Nah, so hey, because you had played, why you choose when you had made your story? Why did you choose the Luther Vandross song?
Because every year,
Oh, you don't
yeah,
yet? You ain't gonna hit
I'm
your
not.
notes. You
I
ain't
ain't
gonna.
gonna sing it. I ain't gonna sing it. But it's the truth though. Like I can't.
No.
I ain't gonna.
What is outside of the Luther Vandross song? What is your favorite Christmas time song? By who and what?
Uh, I'm gonna just say it like this. I ain't gonna even go back to the back of the days, but I'm gonna say my favorite Christmas song is "This Christmas" with Chris Brown. That's my most because he put all that. It be with love, like he's singing from
Mm-hmm.
the diaphragm. this
Mm-hmm.
Christmas, because will be. That's the determination you got to have every Christmas. Will be a very, very special Christmas.
Mm.
Anyway, but
She
yeah,
said
that's
anyway.
my favorite Christmas song. Like when he busted open with that intro, love that solo. Da, da, da. Oh shit. I wish I could
Mm-hmm.
sing, but this Christmas
Mm-hmm.
will be. Yeah. I want to sing it so bad.
You
A
and
very
this
Merry
fan,
Christmas
you
for
and this
you and
fan.
me. That's a good song, ain't it though? For you and me.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Joe Budden persuaded me that that one ain't better than the original. He persuaded me.
It's not, but like I said, the only part that really just busts down and just give it that is the solo in the beginning, that intro in the beginning. The original is good
Uh huh.
too, but Chris Brown he turned it up, like he turned it up a
Mm-hmm.
notch. He turned the volume up on it. And y'all go listen to that tonight, because y'all gonna be
Mm-hmm.
thinking y'all sound like Boys to Men or Escape or three look, or 3L Dub or SWVs, but go listen to this Christmas for real. While y'all
No,
cooking and
now that you talking about playing music or whatever, not it makes me laugh because I just remember because I'm always just into things. I'm just looking at things, you know.
Mhm.
So I would always sneak down, especially in the first spot, the duplex. I would always creep down the stairs to a certain point and peek over. I'm like, these fools down here really in their robes with you probably had you a million cups of coffee. And I'm like, they down here wrapping these presents. So when y'all got done, what was the feeling of that? Did y'all stay up a little bit and need to wind down?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
cause
we stayed up. Like we used to stay up. Then we got finished. We might have us a little cocktail or a drink or something, just to wind down for the night. But yeah, it was like sometimes we'll have some music on. Then most of the time we just talking or be like, okay, how much more we got? Just more morally conversating too. But
yeah, I used to work a
music
sweatshop
playing.
down there.
Yeah, music playing. I know you used to. I know you used to creep down the steps, but sometimes we'll have that what's that, the music channel going on, whatever they playing
Yeah, uh-huh.
for the Christmas holidays, and it was fun though. It was so fun. It was fun. It was real fun back then. But me and Bree made it more funner when we got our little mixture, a genre in Christmas. It
A
wasn't just all
genre.
soul, or different. It wasn't just all soul Christmas. We had it all around the board.
What I
Where we had
miss?
we had Spanish Christmas, Feliz Navidad.
Hold
We
on, where
had
was I? Where was I at with this?
we had you probably was upstairs on the game.
It
You
sound
probably
right,
didn't
yeah.
creep it. But you probably didn't creep down there then, because you probably was like, I wish they would turn that down, because it was one song we used to rock out. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, I didn't even start singing again. But
Yeah, not the.
just,
Mm-hmm.
but it was the music. The music will bring it in. Then my mom used to even have make some CDs, and honey, yeah,
Yeah, she had the
we'll
slap.
pop
She
them
had the
in.
slaps.
They're like, okay, we're gonna pop this one in, but we're gonna go to this one because we like this song, gonna hear more. But yeah, Christmas music is good. But right now, I really been like, unless I hear this Christmas, I'll sing. But all the other songs, I just really ain't been
Hey, can you remember? Because I
feeling.
had this song. I had this song stuck in my head earlier. But can you remember? Um, what's the song from off of Friday when the neighbor was in there listening to the music and the daddy walked past?
Uh,
I think it was like
um,
when Buddy was like "Merry Christmas, baby." Like she was listening to a real
oh,
heartbroken
show did
Christmas song.
treat me nice.
Yeah, yo, that song
Merry
was stuck in
Christmas.
my head
Yeah,
all day just because of that scene, and I'm over here dying laughing to myself.
yeah. Those was cool too. Our favorite one when I was younger was I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. That was one
Hmm.
of the that was one of the ones.
By who though?
No,
By was it the Jacksons or who was it?
it was
What
the
was it?
Jacksons, honey. It had to be the original. I don't know. No, I mean, I don't know nobody else who sung it. To
That's
be
the
honest,
original to you, huh?
well, who's the original? Who's
Let
the
me see.
original? I thought it was Mike Jack in the film. They had a whole nice Christmas CD too.
Well, there's
The
a few of them
Jackson
out there. I'll
Fives.
get down to the who was the original on a later date.
Hmm.
But um, because we went a full hour, how
Yes,
I
we
would
did.
like to end this um by basically saying, yo, y'all made it to Christmas. Give yourselves a nice and big round of applause because
Yes,
only y'all know. Only
yes,
God knows.
yes.
Um what
Congratulations, mothers and
yeah,
fathers.
what y'all went through to make tomorrow happen. Um yeah, just try not to, for me, just being the child, try not to put that pressure on yourself because kids gonna enjoy it regardless. Unless they just like you missed it. You missed the
Yeah.
mark. You missed the mark.
We're like you didn't do the
Yeah.
job. You didn't meet my expectations.
Yeah. But overall, y'all did it. Y'all did something. Y'all heart was in the right place. And I hope y'all enjoy the festivities tomorrow.
Yes, Merry Christmas to everyone.
Mary Hingham and Kringleberry. But yeah, man, this has been a Christmas episode. I would have never thought I did a Christmas episode. Of the More Than podcast. We'll be back next time with a pretty exciting episode. Hope to see y'all there next week.
Yes, yes.
Not the peace.
Peace, love, and happiness on your Christmas.
But all right, y'all. We'll catch y'all next time.
All right. Bye, guys. Thanks for tapping in.
Boom.